Hello, welcome back. We have made it to chapter 115 of Beastars, so we're gonna get started. The chapter title is called Tonight I Feel More Like a Bunny Than She Does. Now dig in. I have no idea what that means, but let's go. Then we open up with the color spread, more friends expanding the world. Interesting. Yeah, I feel it just looks like a beast. Awesome. But let's get started. Here's a large ramen with boiled egg for table two. Got it. She touched his hand. Legosi's hand is touched slightly by a herbivore. I'm starting to lose my withdrawal symptoms. My body doesn't hunger for herbivores. It really just wants to communicate with them. Oh, that's progress. That's awesome. It's important to be aware of that. Good work, everyone. I'm a pure I'm a pure herbivore fetishist. It all makes sense when I think about it that way. So all I need to do is keep my perverted tendencies in check. What does he mean by that? He doesn't really have any perverted tendencies, though. It's kind of weird how they're bringing up fetishes now. Like, well, actually, that's been brought up before. I think it was what Aoba says, like he glorifies them, like in a sense. So it's like it wasn't really being drawn, like a lot of attention wasn't being drawn to it because Legosi didn't care for it at the time. Now that he's more aware of it, that's why, he's saying it a lot more. As a form of self-awareness. Oh, Legosi, you're finally back. A big package arrived for you. A package? I don't remember ordering anything. Maybe it's from my grandpa. It's from the police station. I never thought a resident of the hidden condo would receive such an honor, and I've been here for ages. You're right, it even came with a brown envelope. To Legacy. This is a letter kinda hard to read, but they're basically thanking me for stopping those bloodbone drug dealers. They're also sorry for causing a fuss in this condo recently. Well done, Legacy. Now go open the box. It doesn't really feel good to make them do something so formal. This is what they send him. The bones of his enemies? Rice cake. Rice cake! Why is he so shocked for rice cake? Lots of rice cake. Well, I guess that solves the food problem for Legosi, because remember before his stomach was growling and he wasn't getting a lot to eat? But he's like super shocked at rice cake. Does he like them? Or is this a look of like dread? Or is it just excitement? I don't know. Let's see. Our carnivore bodies obligate us to limit our food choices. So we regard carbohydrates as an important source of energy because of how well it satisfies our stomachs. Like when I give my dog rice, like in his food. Okay, so it's like that. Eating is proof that we're living. It's what we do to prove that we're living beings. Carnivores eat hard bread so they can fully control their desire to bite something. For the carnivores who like eating gluttonous rice, the rice cake is a food of a high-class luxury. Oh, that puts a lot of context. Okay. Interesting. I myself, this is that kind of making me hungry. I myself love rice cakes. Delicious. Wow, seriously? There's so many rice cakes. How many did they put in here? I don't think I deserve this. They eat they eat our taxes all the time. A present like this is nothing to the likes of them. Please don't talk like that. Why don't you stop wagging your tail so much, please? Huh. It's making me hungry just looking at this. Dear residents of the hidden condo, I am Legosi the Grey Wolf. I moved to room 504 at the end of January. This Saturday, March 17th, at 8 p.m., I will be holding a rice cake roast on the rooftop. I'm just sharing a huge box of rice cakes I received. Still, you're free to come regardless of size. I hope everyone comes. Oh wow, that's cool. That's a really nice thing to do. Because Legosi didn't have to do this. Like, sometimes he's like pressed for food, but even then he like goes out of his way to like share it. This is something I used to do. When I was back at school, I used to have a job as like a resident assistant. So like this is a really good form of community building, right? So he puts like a pamphlet or a poster on the wall, letting people know of the time, date, location, and then a good way to get people to come out of their rooms and be social is to have food, So this is really nice. It's really familiar to me as well. So that's pretty good. That's really nice. I hope everyone comes. To be honest, I wouldn't be doing this if not for Sebun's advice. Okay, so cool. Sebun offers something to Legosi, like getting him to be much more social, right? So he's going to be expanding his circle, it looks like. It's important that you expand your horizons beyond me and Zagwan. Well said, Sebun. Well said. I like the community aspect of this because at first it was Legosi on his own. He's influenced these people and he's been influenced by these people. Sebun needed Legosi. He was there for her, right? And now Sebun's looking out for Legosi and his well-being because, he's still a kid and she's like 30. And then there's Zagwan who's in his corner now, too. The foreign guy who offers him perspective. So each of them brings something to the table. I like to see this. I really do. I borrowed what's that say? Shichirin. A Shichirin from the manager for the roast. Shichirin. My thoughts exactly, Zagwan. Zagwan, are you bad with fire since you're from the sea? Stop touching my wool. He keeps touching Sebun. The first time I saw a lighter, I was scared. I was so scared I cried. That's random, but okay. I wonder what the other hidden condo residents are like. If they're living in a condo in this crime-filled district, they've probably got some serious circumstances, although probably not as serious as mine. Okay, let's see. So we're at the roast now, on top of the roof. Why don't we introduce ourselves while we wait for the rice cakes to roast? Sure. Okay. Agreed. It's hard to wait for the rice cakes. You're such a nice guy for sharing these delicacies with us. Look at this guy. He's jacked. Holy. What is this? He's a bird, right? He's a bird. He looks like a Shiba. Like a Shiba Inu. Like Doge. Like a Doge. Dogecoin. Not Dogecoin, but like, a Shiba. That's like the mascot for Doge. And that's a pig. And that's a lion? Maybe? A bear? No, it looks like a lion. Maybe. We'll see. Gosh, those rice cakes look good. Everyone in the condo knows you're an ex-convict. Just make sure you act as sociable as possible. Gotta be careful. Okay, first things first. The stellar sea eagle and the Mongolian gerbil of room 602. Do you two live together? What is your relationship? Oh, that's Zagwan asking that question. So we have Fina, age 31, female, Mongolian gerbil, and we have Reika, male, age 21, stellar sea eagle. I asked what I wanted to know about since I got here. He asked what I wanted to know about since I got here. Oh, Zagwan, show some reservation. Okay, so Legosi was wondering if they were like an interspecial couple as well. That'd be kind of weird if they were. Let's see if it is true. I love Zagwan. What do you think? We're a couple? 'Cause we're not. I'm freeloading off of Fina. I get to eat food every day because of her. Oh, that sounds dangerous. Freeloading. You mean you provide for the stellar sea eagle? An insult to her pride as a woman. I like how Sebun's the one reacting to this. Why would that insult Sebun? Like, cause she's being used, or what? That's right. I'm working my ass off in an advertising agency. A small animal like you should know the dangers of public transportation. He's an irresponsible ego, but he's got a flying license a flying license, and he's really good, and he's a really good flyer. Okay, so it's like a mutual beneficial relationship that they have go on. So she's like her transportation. When do you need to be in the company building? Okay, so this is them flying. 9 a.m. and I've got women's gathering tonight, so be sure you pick me up at the station at 11 p.m. Oh, and be sure you get my muffler from the dry cleaners. Okay, okay, okay. Commuting in the morning is comfortable. Makes me perform better at work. Provides... Excuse me. uh... Makes him perform better at work. Providing for him is worth all the danger. And she's smoking a cigarette. Thanks, but seriously, I am anything but danger, believe me. Besides, it's way better to have constant food, clothing, and shelter than a one-night only feast. When I have someone staying the night to eat, you watch what you say, because I can kick you out at any time. So she's very much in control of this guy right here. So that's their dynamic they have going on. Oh, why you gotta be so cold? Let's live together forever. Your parents are crying. Don't you point your beak at me. So they squabble too. That's hilarious. And look at Sebun. She's like, Legosi looks like a child who stepped into unknown territory. He looks so scared that they're fighting. These actually, now that I think about it, these guys are adults. So it would make sense that Legosi would look like this because he doesn't have that experience with people like at all. All he knows so far is just his grandpa and the 701 boys from back at school in drama club. So it makes sense that he'd react like this. All of them are adults. These rice cakes are sticky. They taste good. The sea does not have food like this. Yum yum. I'll be taking one if you don't mind. I brought some red bean paste and soy sauce. Use them if you want. Oh, the Shiba brought that. Typical condiments for a Japanese dog. I suppose I'll introduce myself. The bird. My name is Ebisu, and I'm an albino crow. I belong to a rare species. I train every day so I can beat down any group that dares try to capture me. That's why he's jacked? Okay. Ebisu, the albino crow. He looks familiar. Have we seen him before? Maybe not. My name is Mugi. I'm one of the universally liked Shiba Inu. I mainly work as a photographer of models for calendars, and I'm taking it easy this year, with the pay I got at the end of last year. My name is Bogue. I'm an Asian black bear, and that's a secret. I write novels under the guise of a rabbit. Don't share this online, okay? Oh, I thought he was a lion, but okay. I'm Eugene, the Yorkshire pig. I'm a taxidermist. I love molding the form of beautiful creatures. If you want me to make something for you, hit me whenever you like. Okay. I'm Legosi, the Grey Wolf. I'm a predatory offender and I dropped out of high school this year. Huh? I'm a predatory offender. They all knew that, Legacy. I'm Zagwan, the Spalded Seal. I am studying inland to translate land books into sea speak. Oh, that's nice. I fit in with the residents perfectly. That's cool. I like to see that. This is a bonding moment. Where you get to learn, about other people and their circumstances. Because that's just how life is. People come from different backgrounds, and I like that Legosi's getting perspective and getting to know his neighbors. Because you never know. He might make a new friend, and, outside of Zagwan and Sebun, and, any one of these guys can be in his corner if he needs them, Or maybe not. You never know. That's the point. You never know. So it's good to see this, that he's not feeling like, alienated. That's really good to see. I'm Sebun, the Merino Sheep, and I work for a sporting goods company. Nice to meet you. You know, compared to everyone else, Sebun's the normal one. Too normal. Why are you the only normal one? Look at the crow. You've got it all wrong. This condo just happens to be full of weirdos. Why don't you try providing for that raptor? Legacy. Yes? Look at this. This is awesome. Even Sebun's like she's kind of normal, but even she has her own problems that she's working through. But she's been accepted as well, so that's really good to see. Legacy needed this just as Sebun needed this just as much as Legacy, because at first Sebun didn't have anyone. Legacy was like her first friend, and then Zagwan came along, and now these guys are here. So it's like, they're each building their own social network, which is what they need, sociability, no matter if you're carnivore or herbivore. Legacy. Yes? The land is such an interesting place. Zagwan's so wholesome. I do not regret stepping out of the sea. So wholesome. I love Zagwan. And I'm pretty sure Legacy was Zagwan's first friend as well. I feel the same. I don't regret dropping out of school. That's awesome. I dropped out of school with a criminal record, and now I'm living a solitary life with a low income. I used to be so anxious about my future. Aren't we all, Legacy? He's blessed. He really is. And it helps he's not like a shithead, too, so. But now I think if I just focus on living life to the fullest, I'll soon be able to find a place that I can call home. That's right. Legacy wanted to just live a simple life. He didn't have any huge aspirations or anything. He just wanted to find his own place in the world, which is, I feel like, something. That's why I love Beastars. It's something we all can relate to in a way. Just the quiet moments of just taking a moment after, just have the world just calm down for 1 minute, and you just take a moment to reflect yourself. Just, look outside your window, look at the moon, and just meditate on your place in the world and what you want. I feel like that's something we all can relate to, and that people think about quite often. That's why Legacy's so relatable. Even though he's going through changes, like, the core of his character is still the same. Tomorrow I need to be at work by 5 a.m. So he's setting an alarm. I got paid recently. Maybe I should buy some eggs sometime? That sounds like a treat. I don't know. I just love seeing stuff like this. Legacy doesn't have it bad. He has a roof over his head. He has friends now. He has, he's starting to get more and more stuff in his apartment, slowly but surely, right? Neighbors right next door who he could talk to at any time he wants. Food in his, well, he doesn't have a fridge, but he has food. He has water. Just simple things like the essentials like that. I love seeing stuff like that. And I feel like just moments like this aren't represented enough in, like, media, So I take time to call them out and appreciate it when I see it. Because how easy would it have been to, like, for no reason at all, get Legacy to move in with a bunch of roommates in this big apartment that he can't afford. It's like the logistics of that is what takes me out of shows and stuff like Friends, for instance. There's no way they could have afforded that apartment in the spot that they were always eating at. It's just small stuff like that that gets on my nerve. Anyway, what's this? I still have some rice cakes left. Man, I am grateful for the police. There's a letter at the bottom. That's a fancy seal. Yaya. It says Yaya? And he says Yafia. Which one? Wait. Who's that? No, really. So is that a mistranslation? So he says Yafia. And then this says Yaya. I think it's a mistranslation. Because this was actually drawn, like, in English here. So it's actually, so Yafia's name is actually Yaya. I like Yafia better, to be honest, but okay, so it's actually Yaya. Wow, okay. What does the letter say? Next chapter. Okay. So, looks like the plot's starting to thicken. I will see you during chapter 116. It's been good. Be good to each other.